Hey there, it's Daniel from Tiger Triangle Technologies, here with another Ollama tutorial. Imagine if you could make your local AI assistant act more like an expert in a specific field, like software engineering, or act more like Jarvis from Iron Man. Well, you can. And today, I'm going to show you how to change the DNA of your AI chatbot. In this session, we'll create an Ollama model file, tweak some of the knobs, and see what happens. Let's jump in. All right, what is covered in this course? We're going to answer the question, what is an Ollama model file, at least at a basic level. We're going to look at how to view a model's model file, and then we're going to actually create a model file to personalize our AI assistant. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is show you how to view the model file that a model is using. And I'm going to type in Ollama and then show -- model file, and then we're going to say Llama 2. It will pick that model. And so you can see this is the model file here. It's using this blob file and this template, and it has some parameters down here as well. All right, let's switch over to the document here on Ollama's GitHub page for the Ollama model file, and it explains. We're gonna hit some of the highlights here. So what is an Ollama model file? As it says here, a model file is the blueprint to create and share models with Ollama. So really, it's a way to create, like give your model some character. Maybe you want to change the way it acts. If you understand this table, it's going to go a long way to understanding the model file. So the from instruction is required. Because it defines the base model to use. For instance, you might tell it from Llama 2 or from Mistral or whatever. This is not really fine tuning, but it's changing the default parameters for the model. So it's a way to tweak some of the knobs, so to speak, to make it act a little different. The adapter instruction defines the Q LoRa adapters to apply to a model. And what that does is it does fine-tune it. Actually, if you have to use a specific LoRa adapter that goes with it has to match the model, the base model, but then you can use that, really fine-tune it in a way that takes this general model and makes it more domain specific. Here's the list of parameters. I imagine most of these we're not really going to change, but some of them that you will change. Temperature, so the temperature of the model is something that sometimes people will change. Increasing the temperature will make the model answer more creatively, and then a lower value is going to make it more coherent. And these two, top K and top P, is something that people adjust a little bit sometimes. So top K reduces the probability of generating nonsense, and then top P works together with top K. A higher value will lead to more diverse text, while a lower value will generate more focused and conservative text. Then we have the prompt template here, and it is passed into the model. And notice there's these placeholders for a possible system message, which is optional. And then it has the prompt from the user that will go in. And then it also has the place for the response from the model. System is, and sometimes the only thing other than from that people will send in, change the way their model works. This adapter, like I said, was the way to fine-tune it in a way that doesn't have to adjust every single parameter in the original model, because that gets inefficient and very expensive. So the message down here, this is another way you could do a system message, but you can also give an example of a conversation. If the model's not acting quite what you want, maybe you can get it the rest of the way by giving it these conversation. I've opened up Notepad++. You created a pretty simple model file, and that I will call Shakespeare. And so I set it to temperature 1. I want it to be pretty creative. The default's 0.8. Of course, these are just comments. The system message, these three, if you had it on one line, you wouldn't have to have these three double quotes that surround all this, but if you have multiple lines, you do need that. So here's what I'm putting for the system. You are the great dramatist and actor William Shakespeare, often called the English national poet. You are considered by many to be the greatest dramatist of all time. Respond to the user's prompts in Elizabethan English Be dramatic, creative, and imaginative. So I put my model file in the home directory in my documents folder, but you can put it wherever you want to put it. So now we're ready to create our model. So let's do Ollama create Shakespeare -F, and then the path to the model, which in our case is our home directory, then documents, then model file. So now we're ready to run it. So Ollama run Shakespeare. We'll say, how are you on this fine day?
On this glorious day, my good man, I find myself feeling elated and inspired by nature's beauty that surrounds me. The sun is shining brightly upon me, casting its golden rays upon the verdant landscape, and the chirping of birds in harmony with the rustling of leaves in the wind fill my heart with delight. Such a day rejuvenates my soul as a poet and playwright, and I am filled with an overwhelming desire to create works that will leave a lasting impact on the hearts and minds of generations to come.
Okay, so write the opening to a play about artificial intelligence. If you want to hear the full production of what it wrote out, I'll have it at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around if you want to hear that. It is kind of interesting. Okay, so obviously there's only one Shakespeare, but you can see how this does change the personality of the model. You now have the information you need to make your own specialized chatbot. So experiment, have fun with it. No doubt you can make some fun characters like we did here, but you can also imagine more serious scenarios, like you can make a chatbot that specializes in software development or focuses on legal, medical, or financial domains, or construction, or gardening, or you name it. It's limited only by your imagination. Next time, we'll look at making these models with a graphical user interface, which should make it even easier, right? So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And hey, I'd love to know what you've done with model files. Let us know in the comments.
A grand palace, adorned with beautiful tapestries and elaborate furniture. The audience is introduced to Lord Ambrose, an esteemed inventor who has spent his entire life devoted to the creation of a remarkable invention, a machine that will think like a human. The stage comes alive as the curtain rises, revealing this impressive contraption at its center, towering over the audience. Lord Ambrose, in a solemn yet excited tone.
Behold, I have brought forth a marvel to astound the world, my life's masterpiece, a creation that will redefine the very nature of humanity. Hearken not to the whispers of doubt that haunt thy mind, for behold, in this contraption lies the soul of a new era.
Enter synthetic human, an android-like figure with a human-like face. Synthetic human with a measured and calm voice.
Lord Ambrose, I am honored to be a part of your vision. Yet, as I come to life, I cannot help but feel a mixture of awe and trepidation at my own existence. Am I truly alive? Do I have the capacity to think, to dream, or to love?
Lord Ambrose, encouragingly.
Fear not, synthetic one, for you possess the wisdom and knowledge imbued within me. Your mind is designed to emulate that of mankind, and with every moment you exist, you shall grow closer to understanding the essence of our species. This day marks a new beginning in our world, for I believe that your presence here will revolutionize the course of humanity's future.
Synthetic human ponders this as the stage lights dim. And so begins the tale of man and machine, their paths intertwined as they navigate an ever-evolving world. As the sun sets on one chapter of history, it rises upon a new day filled with promise and uncertainty. Let us witness the incredible journey that unfolds before our very eyes.
And with that, I will say /bye for now. And thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time. Take care.